Hi friends, I'm Olivia Smith. Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel where I share the latest global news every day. You can also read more news on TimeGlitter.com. You can find all the links in the video description below. Friends, don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, share with others, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Now let's jump into today's news. News headline: Senate passes short-term funding bill to avert government shutdown. News details: the Senate passed a short-term funding bill after the House voted on Thursday afternoon. This stops a partial government shutdown that was going to happen this weekend. Before the Senate vote, Chuck Schumer, the majority leader, talked to the Senate. He said, "I don't see a reason why this should take a long time," Schumer said. "This agreement shows that when both parties work together and focus on helping Americans, good things can happen, even when the government is split." The temporary extension gives money to departments like Agriculture, Transportation, and Interior until March 8th. It also funds the Pentagon, Homeland Security, Health, and State until March 22nd. Congressional leaders said these bills follow the rules of the Fiscal Responsibility Act for spending limits. They also stick to the spending agreement made in January. This extension comes after leaders agreed on 6 of the 12 yearly spending bills. They plan to sign them before March 8th to prevent another shutdown. The short-term extension bill is on its way to Joe Biden, who is expected to sign it before the Saturday shutdown deadline. Earlier this week, Biden met with congressional leaders, including Kamala Harris. He said that a government shutdown would cause significant damage to the economy. By the end of this process, Congress is expected to approve over $1.6 trillion in spending for the fiscal year that started in October. This amount is similar to the previous fiscal year. Last year, former Speaker Kevin McCarthy negotiated this amount with the White House before some Republican lawmakers voted to remove him from his position. Some of the House's conservative members wanted to make deeper cuts to non-defense programs than what was allowed in the agreement. They also wanted several policy changes that Democrats didn't support. They hoped that the threat of a shutdown would help them get more concessions. Matt Gaetz, a Republican from Florida, said, "Last time I checked, Republicans have a majority in the House of Representatives. But it doesn't seem like it when we look at our checkbook because we're too willing to follow Joe Biden's policies and Nancy Pelosi's spending levels." But Chuck Fleischmann, a fellow Republican from Tennessee, spoke out before the vote, saying that shutdowns are harmful. He encouraged lawmakers to vote for the short-term extension. Fleischmann said, "I want the American people to know, Mr. Speaker, that this negotiation has been difficult. But closing the government down at a time like this would hurt people who shouldn't be hurt. The focus on this year's spending bills doesn't include a separate $95.3 billion aid package that the Senate approved for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan earlier this month. Much of that money will be spent in the U.S. to replenish America's military arsenal." The bill also includes about $9 billion in humanitarian assistance for civilians in Gaza, the West Bank, Ukraine, and other war zones. Friends, don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, share with others, and subscribe to the YouTube channel.